Hello? Hello? Weird. Morning, boys! How's it going, boys? We are here. It is Monday, February 2nd. 3 days until the Burning Crusade. Man. Ta-da! Wait. Ta-da! 3 days until TBC comes out, boys. 3 long, short days. Dude, I don't know what's going on in this. Leave that for now. We hit 58 Slayer as far as RuneScape goes. 58 Slayer has been achieved, which means we now have the Black Mask unlocked. Let me mount up real quick so I don't die. The Black Mask has been unlocked, or the creatures I have to kill to get the Black Mask unlocked. I think I can kill the, what? 58 cave horrors? Horrors? Not whores. Horrors. No, I'm not sure if this means that I need a task to kill these things. Or if it's, I can just run and farm them. But, that's unlocked. I'm also not sure how AFK that is, but we'll probably finish up the Slayer task today. Maybe hit up some cave horrors if it's as easy as just attacking them. Play some more WoW, do a little bit more WoW prep. No task, I can just run on there and slam. What's the drop rate? Like 1 in a lot? Oh, there's a patrol. A patrol. Look at him. Dangerous. Yeah, well, I was gonna be a lot of AFKing today. Pretty sure I need 2 quests. Oh, I need Cabin Fever, don't I? I remember Cabin Fever. After completing Cabin Fever, okay. Well, maybe we do Cabin Fever tonight. Today's gonna be kind of an AFK day in WoW. This is gonna be leveling professions a little bit. And I mean, even that, I don't really know. I mean, my shaman's pretty set. This guy I need level professions on. I probably need to get to Rum Deal. Yeah, I need to Rum Deal. Oh, I forgot about those. So tomorrow's Tuesday, let's see. Tomorrow if I get all the mats prepared, which I don't even know if I have enough money to get the mats prepared. I wanted to get tailoring on this guy. Max 300. I want to get tailoring on my mage max 300. My tailoring on my mage is about 270 something. Shaman's all good to go. I mean, I guess I don't really need tailoring. But ideally, that's what I was going to do. And then, I don't know, maybe we can farm some Black Mask. And the flank! Wait, bang! Dude, I love this scene. I think it looks so clean. I think it looks so nice. Wait, we gotta move this back up. Does WoW look better up there or down here? Or just make it nasty and do like this again? I think that's fine. And then on top of that, apparently there is some Ashes of Creation news. Ashes of Creation. Now, I don't really like to follow drama. But Ashes of Creation is a game that I personally kickstarted back in, what was it, 2015 or something? 10 years ago? We played it on stream a couple months ago. And it was like, okay, the game looks okay. But they've had a lot of promises. I'm not sure if they can back it all up. Oh, turn it on. Boom. Get some money. Turn this quest in. I need a button that goes boom, boom. Although I need an in-between. I need to find a way to, I don't know, clean this up a little bit. Maybe I need to do one of these and kind of like zoom in on this. Hey, actually, if I go to this, check this out. We go here, we go. Fix classic layout. No. Yeah, fix classic layout. And then what I can do is I can cut this off like this. Like this. And like this. And hold on, just wait. Work with me. We gotta just find the right size, which is probably about this. That way we're watching RuneScape. While playing WoW. Yeah, that's not too bad. This is technically the whole screen. Fix classic layout, gang. It is a lot nicer for streaming. All I gotta worry about is, you know, cropping out this area then. This is the entire screen, which is nice. Compared to being like, okay, now we gotta cut around this, cut around this, cut around this. And I'm nice and centered in this. Did I finish Greater Demon Task? I did not. I was busy, I was working today. I know. Don't worry, I was not happy either. I was working today. Bam, bam. I could do the same for this then too. Stretch that out to there. There. There we go. What's over here? Oh, I guess it is a little distracting. Maybe if I go down here, I don't block too much. Maybe make this a little bigger. That. Boom. Thoughts? Decent. Decent. Oh. Only on 2 undead. I'm not gonna do these quests. I'm not accepting these quests. Turn in some of these quests. Dude, there's Ashes of Creation drama, boys. I mean, the game that we kickstarted many years ago, I played it on stream, is apparently dead. It happened like overnight. Overnight they sold off to some, I don't know if it's a private investor, I don't know exactly what's going on. But man, the game of unfathomable, an unfathomable scope, an unachievable scope. Bing, ding, ding. Almost every 3 gold. Hold on, let me sell some stuff. Sell that. Keep that. Sell that. Sell that. DE that. Sell that. I think that's worse. Sell that. Disenchant that. Dude, my stomach is still just burning, man. I don't know what I ate. I don't know what's going on. But man, it is just... I'm getting cooked right now. Pimple. Now again, I will admit that I did kind of just wake up from a nap. I pushed the button. So I don't have a huge plan. But, oh, this guy's not ready to level professions. I don't even know what I'm leveling in this guy. Let's see. I got some quests turning there, Sure, let's get on the flight path and fly all the way down. Then we'll hop into the RuneScape. Kargath. Now, dude, before we get into that, I do want to check this out, because I find this interesting. We need a different song for sure. Serious song. Let's see. QRS. Now, boys, Ashes of Creation, a game that was backed in May of 2017, raising $3.2 million. Promised a whole bunch of stuff, a whole load of stuff. Uh-oh. For notifications. No, not now, man. Not now, Windows. Hold on, let me close this out here. Boom. Wait. Hey. Ashes of Creation. Look at this. This is an 11-minute video? God damn, it's a long video.
Faction Fantasy World.
We'll have to be all over this, man. Ashes of Creation. Again, this is back in 2017. So this game has been being worked on for 9 years, man. 9 years. Waiting. Hoping. Praying that this could be a savior of MMOs. Back when World of... Oh, Jesus, why is my mic peaking?
Hey guys, my name is Steven
settings.
Sharif, and I'm the creative director here at Intrepid Studios. We're working on an upcoming MMORPG named Ashes of Creation. And I'm pretty excited to share with you today on this Kickstarter what we're all about. Ashes of Creation is an open world, non-faction-based MMORPG set in a high fantasy world.
Wait, hold on, boys. See, I'm peeking. I'm peeking. Why am I peeking? Why am I peeking? Where are you walking, bro? Why is my mic peeking? I'm cursing? Don't curse? No, the kids are asleep, man. Kids are asleep. Hello. I'm cursing. Oh. Don't curse? No, the kids are asleep, man. Kids are asleep. Hello. I'm cursing. Oh, what happened? What happened, man? What happened to this stuff? Hold on. I'll play this for a second.
One of the reasons that I started Intrepid Studios to create Ashes of Creation is because I myself am a gamer. I've been a gamer playing MMORPGs since I was 7 years old, and I've really never experienced a community quite like what MMORPGs have to offer. It's a diverse community. There's a lot of people involved. I mean, thousands of players from across the world, and it was just such a passion of mine to be able to experience that involvement in a game like an MMORPG. Over the past several years, having played MMORPGs, I was kind of not impressed with what has been coming out of the genre. A lot of pay-to-win, cash grab style games, and I just felt that there could be something better.
There we go, now we're back.
And, if you want to get things done right, sometimes you just have to do them yourself.
So
in order to accomplish these goals for Ashes of Creation, I really needed to find a team that had a lot of experience with MMORPG production in the past, because as you know, an MMORPG is a massive project.
So this was showed off back in 2017?
There's a lot of good talent here, and we were able to pull together a pretty
12-minute video pitching
team,
this perfect MMO.
On Star Wars Galaxies, EverQuest 2, Call of Duty, and a lot of other titles.
We got developers from all these different
Kickstarter and crowdsourcing is a pretty good
all these different MMOs.
PvP, exactly what Civilization part.
Promises all these things, this interactive sandbox world where as you kind of do stuff, how you interact with the world, it changes how the mobs will spawn, what bosses there will be, and this kind of unrealistic expectation of what they could actually achieve. Now, me being the person I am, I believed all of it. I ate it up. I'm like, give them time, they'll get it. We'll put it on the back burner, we'll come back to it. Ashes of Creation, we should start to call it, gets announced for Steam release. Okay. Let's look at Ashes of Creation. Let's see what this is all about. I backed this game so long ago. Let's check it out, and let's see if I can find my stream of it. I might have deleted it because it wasn't very good. But anyways. Anyways, the game came out on Steam, and it's not that great. It is not very great. Now, you're probably thinking the same thing as me. Okay, just let it cook a little bit.
That differs from
marketplaces or
let it cook a little bit.
The narrative is going to be where you find. So with
let it cook a little bit. Hold on, I'm opening Steam. I'm stalling for time.
All of these four main pillars of
You're itchy. I'm a little itchy too.
You'll notice that it's really hard for us to talk about any one of them without talking about all of the others, and that's a very core part of
whatever.
Design.
Anyways, they go to Steam. The game looks kind of like shit. It's not very good. I played a little bit. It's like, okay, we gotta let it cook, let it burn a little bit. Let them. I see like they got a couple like basic foundation things down, but it kind of just feels like a shitty version of World of Warcraft right now in its current state. And then apparently out of nowhere, on Saturday night, Steven, the guy that was in that video selling us these hopes and promises, this guy right here. These hopes and promises Drop this bomb. Boom. I can make a limited statement on my personal capacity and not on behalf of the company regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree and carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made a decision to issue WARN Act notices and proceeds with mass layoffs. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and government matters and governance matters. What I can say is that developers and staff acted in good faith and deserve better than the uncertainty that they're now facing. I'm incredibly dismayed at the situation. So everyone that's been working on this game for the last 10 years, boom, they're all gone. They're all gone, man. This is why I play World of Warcraft. I've played this World of Warcraft for 15 years. Blizzard may not be perfect, but at least I can still play this game. It's like, goddamn, man. What's the... Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. So kind of the theory, the mass... I don't know, the mass... the common opinion, I guess. What am I thinking? The mob mentality right now is that he sold the company. And everyone got let go. But, I mean, just 4 years ago, he's talking about two main aspects of action that have people excited. Firstly, what we're making, basically risk versus rewards. Not everyone's a winner. A world that develops around a player. No pay to win. No quality of life. Massive open world. Emphasis on social community-driven systems. Second, who are we? We aren't governed by greedy corporate overlords. I'm funding this project. So no investors or a board to answer to. No publishers to appease. We speak with, not to, our community. And we actually listen to feedback, value / respect our players. Hey. Boys, all you need is a check big enough, and everyone sells out. Everyone sells out. So yeah, I guess this is someone else that was higher up in Ashes. This chapter's come to a close. My time at Intrepid Studios officially ended. To the Ashes creative community. Someone's passionate. Please be kind to developers. For people who just lost their jobs. To my incredible game service team, your absolute AAA team. I'll never forget our time together. Yep. As for how it all ended, I don't really have the words. It wasn't what I expected, but I'm holding on to the good because there was so much of it. So everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. It could potentially be a rug pull situation. It seems like a long con for a rug pull, but there's kind of like the super Reddit detectives that are breaking it all down, saying, well, if you look into clause number 15C of Steam, when a game is released on Steam, they're able to pull out, and that counts as like successful Kickstarter or something like that. I don't know too much of the legalese of it, but kind of what it's looking like is that Mr. Staven here, Staven, got rug pulled. We got rug pulled. So it's like, I probably should have watched a couple videos, but I kind of want to get I wanted to get kind of my initial reactions right away. Here's a little bit more about it. Let's see. Imploded overnight. Rumor speculation. Rumors running rampant. Working behind the scenes. Says he's already made his public statement. The next actually a public filing. He hopes that at one point he'll have a better understanding of what happened. Wait until there are more facts available before forming conclusions like this. The internet isn't kind to patience, but unfortunately the legal process requires it. You cannot imagine how difficult it is for me to stay quiet, but I must. When filings become public, there will be a clearer, factual record to reference. Over the weekend, he and much of the senior leadership resigned their positions in protests to actions being taken by the board, while all the employees were fired. Man. I think Steven is an upstanding ideologue who got shafted, or did he get the check on the DL? No, I don't think Steven got shafted. It just seems weird to have this long of a con. I mean, this Kickstarter was successful with know, $3.2 million back 9 years ago. So I imagine they probably used a lot of this funds developing the game. It seems weird to develop a game for 9 years and then maybe he saw the initial Steam reactions. The Steam reviews, Ashes of Creation. Maybe you saw the initial reaction to Ashes of Creation on Steam, and he's kind of like, dude, he's like, this is not looking good. I'm just gonna maybe sell what I can, and I don't know. I didn't know there were investors. God, stomach acid. Mostly negative. 24% positive reviews recently. 38% overall. Damn. Officially canceled. Now it's time to get a refund. I didn't buy it through Steam, man. Yeah, ironically, this guy's name is also Steven. It's a rug pull, you think so, Bushak? He's involved in speaking like this, he's probably in the clear. Yeah, people are saying with the Steam release, I mean, it just released on Steam. We played it.
Vera.
What, a month and a half ago?
Was once a world.
A month and a half ago. No, it was pretty...
Great.
I mean, I tried this. I played this game on Steam. It felt very unfinished. It felt like I was playing a beta, which in respect, I guess. To be fair, it is beta, so that's kind of where I was like, okay, you know, there's something there, but just kind of, we'll see what happens.
If you position yourself behind the target.
But it just felt like it felt like a worse World of Warcraft, which is what the majority of these MMOs that are trying to copy WoW feel like to me.
Provide AoE damage from range.
Now I've heard that like Final Fantasy 14 took kind of the same bare bones will or whatever. You played it as well, Steven? Got stuck on interface. Email support team response was quite hostile. That's crazy. So yeah, man, if you bought it on Steam recently, try to get a refund on Steam. That's kind of what it seems to be. We'll see what comes out. Like he says, we're working on the stuff. It'll all come to light. Just be patient. But for now, you can always buy it again if the game does somehow manage to get through this. But dude, out of nowhere, out of left field, it's looking like it's just dead. It's looking like it's just dead. Intrepid, the company that created this game, has notified their company 6 days before the decision of the WARN Act. But they did not have the funds to keep going. Intrepid will officially be dead as of January 2nd. This product was launched on Steam at a point in time where the WARN Act notifications would have been implemented. Intrepid, in order to circumvent the WARN Act, Steven, the owner of the product, is deflecting governance to a non-existent board. A non-existent board? I was gonna say, I didn't hear of the board. Pushing out the WARN Act notifications to an official date of today, which would be fraudulent. Intrepid scammed all players by launching this game on Steam in an attempt to improve company liquidity. Steam, like the multiple purchases of this product, were scammed. Please initiate the refund for this product. Damn. Damn. Now, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I think that, I mean, I was all in on this. I don't know, I backed this thing for what? I don't think there's anything crazy. I think I did the 100 one. Maybe 125. I like to think his intentions were to make a good game, and he kind of realized the uphill battle that he was. Spent like 8 or 9 years working on this, and then it kind of just nothing happened, man. It kind of just nothing happened with it. The game died. They saw their money slowly draining from this. They cut ties. Another WoW killer down the drain, boys. WoW survives again. WoW survives again. And this is why we're kind of okay, or that's why I'm kind of okay with playing the same game over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Because I like it. I know what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they had a team of like 100 people. 100 people over 9 years. 3 mils not really cover that. But damn. In theory about him stealing someone's identity, commit fraud.
And I'm pretty excited to share with you today on this Kickstarter what we're all about. Ashes of Creation.
Dude, God. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Okay, what up, friendos? Welcome back. Obviously, you know what we're going to talk about today, but I'm going to give you some warnings up front, so you can follow these immediately and not be disappointed or think I'm baiting you or whatever. If you're interested in like a really abridged version of this story, or you want like bullet point facts, or you want me to go over what has already been leaked or anything like that, and you don't want like a meandering amount of context that I think you need to understand to be able to engage with this fully and know what's going on, this is not the video for you. Somebody else has probably made a shorter video that doesn't just have me saying lots of things that you might not care about, but I think is important. So if that's you, if that's the case, go watch somebody else's video. This is not it. This is
Kickstarter MMORPG, which raised millions of dollars through a combination of private investment, Kickstarter support, paid for early access, and extremely expensive in-game shop items and bundles, promised players a complex, deep, and reactive world, and
Pokemon ZA had $17.5 million budget.
Has shut down roughly 1 month after releasing into early access on Steam. And this news has shocked absolutely no one who has seen this story play out again and again and again. Game project overpromises and...
It shocked me because I'm...
raises money through hopes...
I'm too optimistic, boys. I'm too optimistic. Flamthorium Theorem. Expect nothing.
Dreams, people are skeptical and get called haters, then the project dies, and yet it will continue to play out again many more times in our lifetimes because the MMORPG player base are desperate, trusting, and easily convinced a bright new future lays just beyond the horizon, and the next project will be the one, guys, for real, trust me, bro. But why does this keep happening? Why do kickstarted, crowdfunded MMORPG projects keep popping up, promising something amazing, taking loads of money off you, and then dying without giving you a game? And more importantly, why do people keep throwing money at them, assuming this will be the one that finally delivers all its promises, as if we have no precedent for what is likely to happen? Well, I think I can explain it, at least a bit of it, and it's mostly to do with how these people that support these projects aren't actually buying a game. They're putting a down payment on a potential future community which involves them, because no current community does. Hello, I'm Josh Hayes. I make videos about MMORPGs. I cover everything from games which released decades ago, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, or The Elder Scrolls Online, up to the most popular MMORPGs of today, like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, and The Elder Scrolls Online. List hasn't changed. It will never change. But why? Why hasn't a new upstart game broken into the cycle and taken the player base away? Where is the WoW killer everyone keeps talking about? And why do Kickstarter MMORPGs keep promising the world, collecting millions of pounds of backers' money, and then not delivering? And why will they keep doing this forever? To understand why this Ashes of Creation thing happened, and why it will happen again, we need to look at the state of the genre as a whole, the general player base, the hardcore, terminally online...
Assassin's Creed Shadows, 116 million budget. Yeah, that, I don't know his name. I'm just gonna call him Steven. Sorry, Steven. That Steven guy.
People who keep saying...
He said that he was funding it also with some of his money. He seemed to have, he said that he had a lot of money. He probably had a better story than that at the time. Brimstone Key, by the way. Nice find. But off the top of my memory, I was like, okay, he's kind of funding it also, and then the Kickstarter on top of that. Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine.
And why they want that, and then why it seems accepted that giving millions of pounds to a project which isn't playable is fine, but if an actual existing game asked for the same things, they'd be raked over the coals. So let's look at that. As usual, a massive thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. More information on how you can support at the end. For now, let's begin. And let's begin with something really direct. I don't really care about Ashes of Creation. I made a video 4 years ago called Don't Believe the Hype, where I was heavily critical of the game project back then as well. I've no interest in it because I knew it was going through the same motions I've seen others go through before. I'm not saying I knew all along or I told you so. I'm saying that I'm hedging my bets.
A Brimstone Key again!
And when I heard it shut down because the director, Stephen Shariff, was removed and the board of directors were making changes he couldn't agree with, I wasn't particularly upset. I did find it odd that Stephen has repeatedly said they don't have investors they answer to, and then the board board of directors, according to the incorporation documents, was him, but actually no, the company was sold a few months ago and now they do because it was sold to private equity. And remember, the original Kickstarter had the clause, if the game doesn't release, they'll refund everyone, which sounds great. And then just over a month ago, the game released on Steam, meaning this clause is now legally covered. Awfully convenient that. It's almost like it was planned.
There you go. This is why we listen to people smarter than myself to explain these things. Got out of the Kickstarter clause. Goodbye, Kickstarter money. Goodbye. You got me.
Specifically to do that, but I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Look, this is a complex thing. I don't have visibility behind the scenes for any actual sources. I'd suggest you go and watch Kira TV's video on the whole mess. He's been following this way longer
he said,
than
"Come
I
watch
have
this,"
and has a far deeper understanding than I do. He makes videos with patience and integrity. I don't care about Ashes of Creation specifically. But what I do care about is why do people keep giving projects like this money? Why is it a cycle? Why have we seen MMORPGs pop up, promise the world, take money, and then die again and again? Why do people point out the risks with these projects, the issues, the red flags, and yet the supporters rabidly defend their project, often bullying or harassing people who speak out against it? Why are people so emotionally invested in something which doesn't actually exist? To understand how we've got here, and why we will be here again and again no matter what we do, I need to say something people may not like, but allow me to explain. MMORPGs aren't good games. At least not from a game design point of view where maximizing the fun at a moment-to-moment level is the priority. I say this as someone who loves the genre and has thousands of hours in multiple games. The moment-to-moment gameplay is mediocre at best in most of them, and kind of dull in some of them, because the gameplay was never really the focus. The main selling point was this is a virtual world. You can have a second life in it. There's even a game literally called Second Life because it understands this. While tab target combat is perfectly functional with lots of people, and action combat can be engaging and flashy and exciting, if an MMORPG released as a single-player RPG, it would likely be slated as players would say it's way too grindy, way too many reskinned enemies or formulaic quests, dungeons or bosses. And that's because one of the focuses of the MMO is having a lot of stuff. And the easiest way to make a lot of stuff is to make the player do the same stuff a lot. Repetition and grind is kind of the point. It's a genre aiming at a player base who like the grind. And what makes the grind enjoyable was always the player base itself. Now, this doesn't mean always actively interacting with other people. I've made a video on why many people play MMORPGs solo. I do myself many times. But it's the presence of other people within a world which makes the world pleasant to exist within. You can talk to other people, chill together, work together, or enjoy the human ambience created by knowing other people can see your achievements and you're progressing through and contributing to a world other people also love. You have value and connection, even if not actively explored. Which means the biggest strength of the MMORPG genre was the community around it. Now, playing games with other people online used to be a novel thing, and MMOs really tapped into this as their central focus, their core design. Play with other people. And as the years have moved on, that's not novel anymore. And now the MMORPG genre is trying to compete in a mechanical way against other games like MOBAs or Battle Royales, which was never really the point. The MMORPG was never trying to be the most technically advanced game, it was trying to be a digital third space, a social hangout with mechanics attached. I see MMORPGs as old-fashioned chat rooms with a game attached. And it's that community that played them, which people keep coming back for. You can endure a mediocre game just like a mediocre job because the people around you make it fun. In fact, whenever I ask someone why they stopped playing any specific MMORPG, it's very rarely because of a technical or mechanical reason. It's often because their mates stopped playing. The community dried up. The social aspect slowed down. Indeed, the MMORPG genre has had the same few games dominate it for decades, not because they are the best designed video games, but because they are the best designed communities. It's a symbiotic connection. The MMORPG game creates the community, and the community supports the game. Remove one, you often lose the other. Now, we have to understand, the vast majority of people who engage in a thing, be that a game, a sport, a music, a hobby, anything really, they don't engage with it beyond the thing itself. They are casual fans, and that's totally okay. People may listen to a band and enjoy the music, but anything further, such as knowing all the band members' names, their earlier works, which brand of equipment they use, that kind of doesn't matter to a casual enjoyer. That's more of a hardcore fan thing. People can enjoy an actor without knowing anything about the actor's personal life, and people can enjoy a video game without engaging with the forums or subreddit or real-life meetups of that game. And this means the people who log into an MMORPG, enjoy it, and log out are the casual fans. They aren't posting on forums or watching Twitch streamers or complaining about patch notes on YouTube videos. That's reserved for the more enfranchised hardcore. So when people tell me every MMORPG player is unhappy with the genre because they see a few people complaining online or a few people looking for a new game constantly, I have to remind people, you're only seeing people so enfranchised they actively engage beyond the thing itself. The people who are happy with whatever game they play are just playing that game. I have loads of friends who are totally happy playing RuneScape or World of Warcraft or Lord of the Rings Online, and when I ask if they would leave their game for a new MMORPG that is technically better, they say no. Not because they think the game they play already has the best graphics or the best music or the most amazing, incredible systems, but because to them, it's not just the game on a technical level, but the community and connection to the game which matters to them. So while this video is going to look into the type of people who give money to ambitious MMORPG projects, please understand we're
Dude, this is a Roast Flame AZ video. What is this?
talking about a subset of people within a subset of players within a subset genre. So we have a genre of game which often lives or dies on its community, with the people who are happy and comfortable in whatever their community is, just enjoying being there. This means, from my experience of talking to many MMO players, the people constantly pining for a new MMO to come along and change things, the players most desperate to jump into something new, are often the players who aren't part of an established community in any other game. They don't feel they have a stable or solid guild or clanmates, sometimes even consistent online friends. They're often players who are trying to play MMO games without the support of also being in the community of those games, which means they have to judge the games not as a social hangout, but as a mechanical experience, and that's always been a weaker aspect. The players who are constantly looking for the next big thing are often wrongly convinced it's the mechanical aspects of an MMO which will then build the community, and not the players constantly sticking together and interacting despite the mechanics not being the best. This means a new MMO won't capture players by just promising new mechanics, because the happy players are content playing whatever their game is.
You want to make a 3D stylized pixel MMO a while back? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a pipe dream of making an MMO at one point.
But promising a new community to be a part of. That's a human need. That's a very attractive marketing angle. That's why we see a systemic focus on highlighting all the ways these new games will have interconnected communities and how you as a player will matter. There's a reason whenever a new MMORPG project needs funding, it focuses on marketing phrases like player-driven, player-created, skill-based, your story, guilds, clans, build your own city, game reacts to your actions, living, breathing world, non-repeatable quests, your choices matter. It's because those designs put the individual into a position of power within the game world, and being in a position of power is a strong desire for someone who wants to be important in an MMO, but doesn't feel that in any of the current ones. But then a new game gets announced, a brand new MMORPG which will change things. It will be amazing, incredible, have systems that revolutionize the genre, change gaming forever. It will be everything you want it to be, and the people without a stable community in one of the existing games get very excited, because to them this isn't just a new game. It's a brand new chance at being involved in a community, one which doesn't yet exist and so hasn't had a hierarchy set. When a Kickstarter asks for money for this brand new virtual world that will be everything you imagine, many people who support them aren't buying a product. They're buying a dream, placing a down payment on a future friendship group, investing in a social connection they don't have or haven't found in any current game. This is why announced games have such outlandish and incredible sounding design.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. I mean, Ashes came out at a perfect time when the MMO scene was basically dead. There was Final Fantasy 14, I want to say before the whole Reborn thing, so that game was kind of dead on arrival. WoW was back in, what, 2018? WoW, I walked in RuneScape. Hold on. WoW expansion release dates. Hold on. WoW expansions release dates. Back in 2018, we would have been in what? Warlords of Draenor? Scroll. 2018, Battle for Azeroth. This was not a great WoW expansion. And then you followed up with the Shadowlands, so these were back-to-back shitters for World of Warcraft. So WoW felt pretty dead at the time. There was no classic on the horizon. It was just like, you know, we were just in a state of what's the word? Were you floating around? There was nothing. There was no hope for World of Warcraft.
1,000-player battles, unique player housing systems, reactive worlds, player-driven economies on a micro level. A future which changes based on your decisions, skill-based everything. These mechanical features are indeed something the MMORPG genre doesn't usually go for, because of the technical limitations, or the mechanical quality was never really the focus of the genre. These claims of amazing things are for marketing, to grab headlines, and importantly, to give the investors and the evangelical supporters something to preach to the non-believers about what the game will have once the game is actually made. Because saying, I'm investing in this because I want to feel part of a community and haven't found one I gel with and feel this may create one I can be involved with from the start, thus grandfathering myself into the social fabric of society within the game and being important, doesn't flow as much as, the game is going to be sick because it has cool features your game doesn't have. It not only creates the us versus them mentality, but then actively supports it. This is why communities instantly spring up around unreleased games or projects, with people suddenly interacting, meeting other supporters, chatting via the Kickstarter comments, Discord groups which are formed, forums, YouTubers start to cover the information, communities begin to form around the game even though it doesn't exist, and anyone who is critical of the game often gets attacked by that community, because to the community that is forming, that game isn't just a game, it's the start of a new symbiotic relationship between game and community, community and game, and critiquing any part of that process is attacking the process, preventing it from happening. And the process has to happen to form those connections, to maintain them, for them to be important at all. Because the game needs to exist for their community, their social group, to exist. And if they have so much time to dedicate to this new one that doesn't even exist yet, it's often because they haven't found stability in another. The groups of players which form around a new game project and then become friends, and indeed real friends, often know on some level that the project is the glue holding the community together. And if the project fails, the friendships will fail and fall away too. Think about how many times you've had work friends, then when you leave a job, you never see them again. It's the same principle.
I don't agree with that at all.
Connection has value, and the people who support these
like, I understand his point is like, though, that these MMOs are so social game, or so it's like they're these MMOs are such like a social experiment, or not even experiment, but social hangout, as he says. But to say that that's the whole reason why people are backing new MMOs for just hope that, you know, the game is going to create, they're going to find some new friends and find their place in the world. It's like, no, man, we were just at a place where World of Warcraft is shit, and that's the only MMO I played. I didn't play RuneScape. I'm not even sure how RuneScape was back in 2018. But we were just in a different landscape of MMOs. Now, these games have kind of come back a little bit, and they've adjusted to reasons why they may have started to fall off a little bit. Speak for WoW, I guess. I'll only speak for RuneScape, but RuneScape seems to be better now. Just from a perspective of people say Jagex is like, oh, you know, you should have seen Jagex back in the day. Like, we don't trust Jagex with anything. So I can't really speak on that too much, but WoW was at a point where it was just dead. So to see an MMO that's like, dude, like, this is good. I remember trying to get all my friends to back it with me, because, like, dude, this could be like the next big game. This could be what WoW should have been. Not necessarily should have been, you know, but you get my point. So I don't agree with this whole point that, like, that's the entire reason why people are backing these MMOs.
Projects do make connections and do value them even though the game doesn't exist. And you're not wrong for valuing them. They are important things.
Yeah,
so
WoW was mega dead
back then.
the
MMORPG genre and player base so much, disproportionately so. Why are MMORPG projects seeking millions in funding often more successful than, say, a smaller single-player game seeking far less? Well, if you want me to be candid and direct, it's because the MMORPG genre often encourages unhealthy play behaviors built around spending vast amounts of time inside it, and then rewards those who have strong community connections within the games, and thus access to
Played time in RuneScape 39 days and 10 hours. Grinding Slayer so I can access more of the game later on.
capable teammates to complete the harder content. This leads to a group of people who spend so long online they lose or damage real-life social connections. So when those players either burn out of a game, get kicked out of their community, or leave for any other reason, you've got a subset of hardcore gamers who often place online gaming above real-life socializing, who want to spend hours and hours a day inside a virtual world, who are desperate for a new community to be a part of, and want to be important within that community. But they've already gone through the games that exist and haven't found what they're looking for. Often not because they haven't found a game they like, but because they're looking to be part of something beyond a game, part of a social group. And those isolated or displaced players are willing to throw money at the potential of connection within a world
I agree with like probably 95% of what Josh Dryface has.
Which doesn't exist. A world where they are who they want to be, because it happens in the future, where they could be anything. Marketing people in the audience will know you don't sell a
This is not really the video that I was expecting.
A lifestyle. As a product, an MMORPG game is a fading genre populated by an aging player base. But as a lifestyle, it's still a gaming connection that people want. And selling tickets to the next big thing grand opening gala is far more impressive and prestigious than waiting for the thing to open and then selling normal tickets. People want to be at the premiere because they get seen being at the premiere, and this makes them important within the community.
No, they don't get seen. It's just a lot of MMOs are like the initial hype. The initial wave is what makes MMOs so great. I mean, World of Warcraft, I said it time and time again, I'll keep saying it. Every time that WoW launches, fresh expansion, re-released expansion, the beginning is just like, that's where it is. That's where all the hype is. Maybe it's slight FOMO, but just the fact that the world is so alive when there's that many players around compared to where we have right now. If you're just start a fresh character, as we saw with a few of the Flam Fam start, like the world is just dead. And it's not necessarily that people want to forge their path and be like, I am the one who's the first leather worker. But no, it's just the world is alive. The world is alive because everyone's playing at that time. That's why WoW is so seasonal, because as they're releasing stuff, they have to kind of keep up and keep re-releasing these expansions. Because if they just left a server up, like you see with current Classic Era, if we pull up our Ironforge Pro Classic Era, you'll see, yeah, sure, there's maybe an okay player base, but 15,000 raiders a week, or a month. Sorry, a week, I guess. You know, like it's actually pretty decent. It's better than I thought. But, you know, after the content's been out for that long, there's no reason to go play through all the other content. It's kind of just a very small set of player base. Now, when they re-release Classic, you see the numbers dive way back up. Or not dive way back up, but I guess jump way back up. And that's just because that's how, I don't know, the social aspect of MMOs. The community aspects of Classic kind of dropped off for you. You feel like retail's a lot friendlier to players? Yeah. It is an ARPG, though, true. I agree with that.
Which will hopefully form around the thing. Consider this. When a Kickstarter MMORPG, a project or game which does not exist and is not playable, gives people the opportunity to pay hundreds or even thousands of pounds to support it, people do. And people then defend doing so. Maybe they believe in the project. But more often, I've found it's because those people are buying the future fantasy of social involvement and a community they fit in. They are buying the potential of a dream. Now imagine if an existing MMORPG offered shop options of future things for hundreds or thousands of pounds, or things which may one day exist. The communities would hate that. They'd call it greedy, a scam. They'd say, why are you asking for money for a product which doesn't exist within a game which does? And then consider the absurdity of this. Why are people more comfortable giving millions of pounds to a project which may possibly exist than giving the same amount of money to a project which actively currently does exist? It's because they aren't buying access to the game.
No, dude. WoW was dead at the time. There was no hope for World of Warcraft at all. Final Fantasy XIV was a slowed down WoW with like a 2-second window on abilities, and I was like, yeah, this is not the game for me.
They are buying the dream, and a dream is always perfect. Again, understand that an MMORPG player who is just happy and content with their current game and their current community is not giving hundreds or thousands of pounds to a project promising a new one. The people often supporting these projects at the highest price points are desperate for a community to belong in, and these projects Know that. Giving money to a product which already exists means facing its flaws and facing the daunting task of ingratiating yourself into a community which already 99% exists,
bots.
climbing a social hierarchy which already exists, and accepting you may not be an important person straight away. You may fade into the crowd. It means dealing with social engagement where your value comes from you and you alone, and making friends as an adult is hard, especially when everyone else already has years of connection to each other. It's daunting. If you're coming from another MMORPG that you've played for years, it might mean unlearning mechanical systems and learning new ones, the embarrassment of failure. But when a game is brand new, everyone's suddenly in the same position. You're not the new guy, the outcast, or the extra anymore. You're suddenly one of the pioneers, the founders. You're in at the ground floor. And if the community grows, you won't just be some guy. You'll be one of the originals. And that is a very attractive concept for people who don't currently have a community. But a new MMO, a brand new community, that's a new start. Everyone wants to connect. That's a fresh chance at being a someone, a chance at belonging. And if it's still being designed, maybe a chance to suggest tweaks and changes which will make it more like a game you once loved, to reclaim a level of familiarity. This is often why some of the highest, most expensive Kickstarter tiers have you designing aspects of the game. It's a way of saying, hey, not only is there a community, but you are important in it. This is another reason why so many Kickstarted MMORPGs often focus on the hardcore full loot PvP crowd, because those are often the players who, if not entrenched in a specific game long term,
you can
are so
offer that kind
to
of
find a new
offer
community,
insight without
because the games they latch onto often dwindle and die out,
kind of the whole point.
Because the
just,
design
your
of
mantra
them isn't conducive to holding a community long term. The player's happy to ride the roller coaster of a theme park MMO.
I agree, it's a little bit of a weird mentality. I understand where he's coming from, though. Imagine you don't want to be the Zezima of
RPG.
Ashes of Creation.
Well, they're just doing that. And that's why the genre has been the same games for the past 10 years, because those are the communities which have endured, and that's why people will keep throwing money at new MMORPG projects, because those people haven't found a community they fit into yet, and the new game is promising to be just that. And that's why games almost never release, because the MMO genre is incredibly expensive, and even when they do, the community is small, and often proceeds to just keep getting smaller until it can't sustain itself, and the cycle begins again. Another project appears, promising another dream, and people throw money at that one too. So the next time you see an MMORPG project like this,
yeah, that's true. I mean, the first 60. You see Joker D? Joker D made a name for himself of being the first 60 when WoW re-released. Before that, he was some dude. I don't even think he had a webcam. But when he first started streaming, he was in like his little dungeon. Respectfully. But since then, he's kind of blown up. Like, made an actual name for himself by being the first 60. So that's where Josh has a good point. I call him Josh because I've watched a couple of his videos. We're pretty close. That's where he's got a fair point, though. It's like people are looking to be like, I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that's the first X, the first this, the first that.
Sold a dream of.
I don't agree that that's the entire reason why people play MMOs. They're expecting a shitty game that wouldn't hold up or doesn't hold up. That part I don't agree with. But I understand his perspective.
A potential future, and then try to wake up before deciding to give it your money. I firmly believe the MMORPG genre's greatest strength is not being the most technically advanced gaming experience, but the community within the games. Mechanically, all MMOs have glaring flaws. A brand new one won't change those. And a player desperate for a new MMORPG is often not crying out for a mechanical revolution within the game experience itself, but for a community to belong to experience the mechanics of the game with. This is why you won't see a WoW killer, no matter how mechanically advanced a new game is. Because it's never been about making a better game on a technical level. It's about displacing a community which has endured for decades, which you won't do. It's why City of Heroes was revived. It's why old school RuneScape exists. It's why EverQuest is more popular than EverQuest 2. The communities of those games endured. And if you as an MMORPG player are waiting for the next big thing, maybe understand that it might not actually be a new game you're waiting for.
Classic Plus!
It might just be a new community within a game that exists right now, who would love to play that game with you and help you feel involved, connected, and wanted. Maybe in the future a new MMO will release and succeed. But until then, you don't need to give your money to people selling you a dream. When there are communities in games awake and playing.
Right, exactly, Jackal. That's why it's like he does have a good point. Like, this entire time of us trying to sell WoW, or me trying to sell WoW, TBC is like, guys, I'm telling you, this game is good, but it's much more social than RuneScape is. This game, the real thing that really makes the game is who you play with. So from that, he definitely is right, where it is a very large, like the social aspect is the large part of the enjoyment of World of Warcraft. I don't think that means that the game is bad, but it definitely does have its flaws, so I think that's fair.
Right now, who would love to have you? Go and find a community and have fun in a game which exists. Make those connections in the present instead of paying for...
Also, I agree with you about Resale WoW. I think it's a lot to get into. I mean, I was someone coming back to Resale WoW. I played a little bit in Dragonflight, but coming back to War Within, I was trying to push my friends to play with me. I was like, dude, just trust me. You just got to push through all this shit. There's so much as garbage bloating your screen. You got World Quest popping up. You got this popping up. You got this popping up. Here's the store. Here's this. Here's this. And it's like, if you can get through all that and just get to the raids, it's like, dude, it's so good. It's so good. The raids are fantastic. But to get there, there's a lot of kind of garbage you go through. Posting 16, get grats. Max level work, you get, yep, exactly, yeah.
A future which you may not get. Cheers for watching.
100%
Another
agree,
massive
yep.
thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who help this channel stay
I agree
alive.
with you too,
You can
yes.
support from only £1 a month. Check the video description for links to the Patreon, Twitch, Twitter.
Interesting. Well, that didn't really that didn't really say much about Ash's creation, but he did talk about his idea of why these MMO projects keep happening, because it is fair that they do keep happening. I kind of thought this was the one. Clearly, I was not right. Clearly, I was not right with that. Because, hey, boys, we got God again. We got God again. Now, that being said, back in 2018, we were a way different person. We were in a way different place. The MMO landscape was much different. Now that I'm experienced RuneScape, this game's great. What we have in WoW right now is great. I like retail. I'm fine with classic. TBC's coming out again for the third time. It's a 99% chance that Classic Plus is announced at BlizzCon. When that's actually going to come out, who knows? But, I mean, right now, if there's an Ashes of Creation that launched, I think I would just pass it. I'd be like, you know what? I'm good with what we got. I'm good with WoW. I'm good with RuneScape. But at the time, it definitely was like, this could be the game. This could be the game that we've been looking for. Not from a perspective of like, oh, I need a place to call home. But just from, like, you know, this could be it. This could be it. It's very niche. People already belong to community. Imagine they announced a cease and desist for Classic WoW. Well, Blizzard's making Classic WoW. It's not. There can't be a cease and desist because they own the game. They're going strike. Damn. So yeah, long story short, we watched a Josh Stripe Hayes video. I was interested in it. I thought it would be a little bit more about Ashes, but that's okay. It was cool to kind of see his perspective on it. The Classic WoW Plus project. The Classic WoW Plus project is just a forum post. It's just like a gathering a bunch of information. Like, what do the players really want if it was all a voted system? They're not planning on making a game off of that or anything like that. It's strictly for discussion. Alright, PlanetSide 3. Now, I didn't play PlanetSide 2 or 1, but mostly touched on the reasons that PlanetSide 3 is a product we difficult to pull off, regards to my involvement. PlanetSide 2 came out, like, what, 15 years ago? Technology. In order to make a game like PlanetSide 2, you need an engine that's built from the ground up to handle that challenges. That come with big player counts, large spaces, and network projectiles, vehicles, etc. Nothing out there besides Forge Light is really able to handle it right now. There was a hope that a technology like Spatial OS, I'm not really sure what all this stuff is, or you could use mainstream engines like Unreal. People say you get access to Forge Light, you still need people who are able to work with it, not because Magic is funding. So basically saying that PlanetSide 3 is not going to happen. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks that Ashes died. I was on board that Ashes looked like it could be the next kind of big thing.
You know, I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible.
That kind of sucks. Hopefully there's more to the story, like he says, but, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Right now, it's not looking good. I'll say that much. It is not looking good. So if I were someone that bought it on Steam, I'd be issuing a refund right now. That's my 2 cents on it. But on the bright side, we're looking pretty good. Games are looking pretty good right now. So that's kind of why it's like, eh. It sucks. I mean, I backed it a long time ago. So my money's all gone. But, eh. Well, it is what it is. I've wasted more money than that, so. That's the beauty and the downside of Kickstarter. You follow someone's passion, someone's project. Sometimes it doesn't come to fruition. And then you can't really do anything about it because that's... You're backing the idea of the game, not actually the game. It sounds good. Sounds like a good idea. Can we see some PvP? Yeah, I'm not much of a PvPer. Bam. Next gen MMO. I think this is next gen MMO. RuneScape and World of Warcraft. That's what we've had. That's what we'll get. You're sober? Good. Let's go, Steven. Good shit. Stay sober. And try to get a more positive mentality on life, man. You're so depressing. It's tough to be around. I mean, that kind of slaps. Do I PvP on RuneScape? No, man, this is my first ever RuneScape character. I made this character as kind of a 2-week challenge, and 2 weeks turned into 2 months, turned into what's going on 7 months, and I'm still hardcore somehow. I don't know. We're just kind of sending this character until, yeah, 2 weeks. I never played this game. I watched it a little bit, and it looked not fun to me. I was like, eh, you know what? We're in a downtime of World of Warcraft. Let's check out RuneScape. The original 2-week challenge is just to play it for 2 weeks, just to see what was going on. I thought I was going to die. I was going to be like, okay, we'll play RuneScape till we die. We'll die in 2 weeks, and then we'll move on. You guys want to see what I was making before this? Nah. Nah, just cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. So I've rebooted the YouTube channel after... What was it? 8 years? 8 years being MIA? And this is kind of what I had in mind. This is kind of what I had in mind, initially. Okay? Okay. Hey, say what you want. I'm letting you guys in on something that you don't need to see, okay? This is an unlisted video for a reason, but this is what this is what I was coming. This is what I was thinking. Welcome to another episode of Green Eggs and Flam. I'm Flammy for those who don't know me. Today you're going to learn how to become the world's greatest Mario Kart player with the 3F system by FlamFacts. This tutorial is going to be broken down into 3 simple steps: the pre-race, the race, and the post-victory screen. Each of those sections are broken into 3 subsections. Total of 9 sections. 9's a lucky number. 3 squared times a little bit more. That's 9. 9. Top 10. Hey, the cam looks good though. Is 9. 10 facts. 9 facts. Plan facts. Now we're on the same page. Let's start off with the pre. Alright, I think I was new to it, man. Cut me some slack. Race. Before you're gonna win every game, you gotta pick the best character. Obviously, with the game being called Mario Kart, this is like 3 months ago. 6 months ago. It's not true. It's actually Luigi. Nice. Next, with the pre-race, you gotta learn the maps and the shortcuts. Go into time trial for every single course and practice a little bit. Race the ghost, beat the ghost, take these shortcuts. All you gotta do is practice these shortcuts 15 to 20 times each and memorize every single track. This track right here, boom, shortcut. Next one, boom, shortcut. Make this wall, jump this, Doesn't matter if I make it. It's just practice. You'll make it. You'll make it. Just practice this. Don't miss the jump. If you miss the jump, you're going to be set back pretty far. But you got to hit the shortcuts. Now you got the character and the shortcuts and the maps. Next up, you have to collect every single P-switch and peach coin and question mark block in the open world. I know what you're thinking. Sounds crazy. Drive around. Boom, shortcut. Everywhere. There's not a real way to track them, so you're just driving around in circles. But trust me, when you find the right sticker, you'll know. I didn't actually complete all of them, but if I did, I'd be a little better than I am now.
True.
Once you get your character, your cart, and your sticker, and your maps. Once you learn the maps, get your loadout, and get your sticker, you are ready for part 2. The race. We've covered the pre-race, now it's time to get into the raw. I've made the rules of racing very simple to memorize, with these 3 T's. The 3 T's to take first place. You got 2 strategies, you got tips and tricks, you got tight lines and rewinds. 2 strategies for racing. You're either sandbagging or you're front running. Sandbagging is where you start all the way in the back, way back, further back. Wait, because you need the best items. How are you going to win if you don't have the best items? Well, glad you asked, because the other strategy is front running. When you get that nice boost off the start, you're just flying, you just want to stay in first. Obviously, you can't win the race if you're not in first place. Tips and tricks for racing. Collect all the coins. Mario Kart. Think back. Mario. Collecting coins. From the beginning, the strategy's been right there the whole time. You collect the coins, you go faster.
True.
It's that easy. Jump boosts. You always want to be front flipping with jump boosts. Front first. Plant fact.
Plant fact.
Drafting. This is a common misconception. Drafting does make you go faster. However, it
I'm a
makes you
poet.
very
I don't know about that. I
vulnerable
don't know if I'm a poet.
to getting hit from items. What if that person in front of you is holding a green shell, waiting for you? You get behind them, they're looking behind themselves. They know you're drafting. What do? Throw a green shell. Now you're hit. Now you're in the middle of the pack. That's not where you want to be. You want to be in last, you want to be in first. Tight lines and rewinds.
Drafting,
Tight
yeah,
lines
drafting.
and rewinds are just what it sounds like. You got to learn the tight lines of the tracks. Know
No,
exactly where you're
drafting.
going every time, every twist and turn.
Drafting. We weren't listening close enough. Hold on.
Tight draft in front of you. It makes you very vulnerable. This is a common misconception. Drafting does drafting.
Just see that.
This is
Hold
a
on.
common misconception. Drafting does make you go faster. However, it makes you very vulnerable.
Oh, bad editing. See, I should
Getting
have
hit from
a
items.
video of drafting right
What if
here.
that person in front of you is holding a
Right here,
green
right here. See?
shell,
Boom.
waiting
That's
for you?
drafting.
You get
That's
behind them,
drafting.
they're looking behind
Flat
themselves.
fact.
They know you're drafting.
I know.
Sounds like. You gotta learn the tight lines of the tracks.
You want me to
Know
stream some
exactly
Mario
where
Kart
you're going
Subaru?
every time.
Pick
Every twist
Yoshi.
and turn. And then the rewind features. Just, I mean... The last tip and trick is to dodge items. You can't get hit if you're dodging items.
True.
Take first place. It sounds simple, but if you drive the fastest and cross the finish line first, you take first place. Guaranteed. You follow the RAR, drive a fast car, you win the race on world
Take
record
first
pace.
place.
Now that you learn how to race and take first place, welcome to Step 3, PVS, Post-Victory Screen. Take first place, watch your points, just climb. 999. Mine would be there, but you gotta be humble. As you can see, I've 3-starred every single map. I've 3-starred some maps. Follow these rules of the racing and you too can take first place.
First place!
Congratulations. Congratulations. You are now a Mario Kart master. Forgot something. With that, keep sipping.
Keep sipping!
And as always, wash between your cheeks. Jeez, my arm really that big. So yeah, this video came out 5 days before I started streaming RuneScape. 5 days before I started streaming RuneScape, this is what I was doing. This is my plan for this is my YouTube plan. This was the YouTube plan. And I started streaming RuneScape and people were interested, so I'm like, you know what? We're playing some RuneScape, I guess. I guess we're just playing some RuneScape. Why did I enlist it? I don't know, I got self-conscious. I was looking at it, I'm like, dude, I'm like, these are kind of, look at this. 84% like ratio, 85, 80%. I got scared. I got self-conscious. See, some of you know what I was going for. I was going for like a little bit of satire type thing. I was going for like a, you know. Almost like a donkey-esque. Everyone knows who video game donkey is. But yeah, now we're playing RuneScape. And this week we're playing WoW. How's it going, Conquest? What's up with the stream yesterday? I don't know, I was just trying to play some WoW and keep the RuneScape thing. I can't find a good way to show both games. Look, we got this, and this is okay to show WoW and RuneScape. But it's not perfect yet. You can't get a girlfriend to play RuneScape? I know, that's why I got a girlfriend first. Then I'm playing RuneScape after. See? We got this scene. This looks good for RuneScape plus WoW. But this is kind of a RuneScape main. So Conquest, I'm trying to figure out a scene that I can show WoW mainly without it being too intrusive, but you can still kind of see what's going on with RuneScape. Yesterday was clearly not this solution. What do? I went like this or something? I don't know. That's what it was. But yeah, boys, I was gonna be Nintendo YouTube guy because I ran into a situation a lot where I was playing these games, not just Nintendo games, but you know, I'd play Breath of the Wild, Nintendo game, Expedition 33, Elden Ring, all these games, and I would never finish them. I was like, okay, what can I do to actually force myself to finish these games? Can I play League? Hold on. I play League. Have you seen the Wukong montage from March 19, 2013? Have you seen the AP Timo montage from 2012? You and maybe 100,000 other people might have seen it. Can I play League? Oh, I can play League. I can play League all right. A Diamond Alistar montage? I can play League. But that all being said, no, I'm not really gonna PvP in RuneScape. I'm really PvP in RuneScape. Nintendo YouTubers are crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The Nintendo kind of fell off a little bit. So now we're kind of shifting the focus to MMOs, RuneScape, and WoW for this next, I don't know, little bit. And then we'll kind of see how it evolves. In 6 months, there's a chance I'm streaming every day. League, RuneScape, WoW, who knows? Variety games? Or there's a chance I'm not playing anything. Never know. Or I'm doing food reviews or something. I'm a large gentleman right now. You and Alistair play. No. Hold on. No, I'm not a Timo and Alistar player. Hold on. It was for the videos, man. It's for the videos. Let me see op.gg. Rank solo duo. Season 4. It doesn't go before season 4. How do I look at my champions? Season 1. Results. Why are there no results? I played season 1. Season 2, season 3. Renekton, Shen, Jax. All over 50% win rates. My Blitz. My Thresh, 70%. Lux, 64. Can we see this? Zoom in. Season 4. Lee Sin. My Lee Sin came back down to earth. Realized, turns out I'm not actually good at Lee Sin. But I was top lane. I play Renekton. Season 4, I didn't really play that much. Warwick. Season 5, didn't really play that much either. I played a lot of Lee, and I lost a lot as Lee. So I was not actually that good at Lee. But I did peak. I know this says Diamond 5, which is technically true. I ended the season on Diamond 5, but I got the Diamond 1 promos. Hold for applause. Hold for applause. And then I kind of stopped playing. But anyways. No more OSRS, only food reviews? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. If I retry League, I won't leave it again? Dude, I hated the direction they went with League. League, they give every champion either an invuln, a 3-hit combo, some true damage, some adaptive shield that, like Camille, where you hit someone, you gain magic or AP depending on what they are. Dude, there's so much garbage in that game now. I don't know if it's a terrible game. I just don't know if it's for me anymore. I'm also old now. I'm 30. I'm 30. I don't know if I can go to the League grind once again. That game takes years off your life. LMS? I was cooking an LMS. Beetle-doo. Beetle-doo. What about Dota 2? Dota 2 I couldn't get into because of the turn radius. I played Dota 2 Auto Chess. I like that game a lot. But, you know what I'm talking about? In Dota 2, your character, like, turns very slow, and then you move. In League, you're like, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Rum deal, huh? Zorg, Ash, Flesh Eaters. Boom, 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 bang, ding. Zogre Flesh Eaters. Alright, I guess for RuneScape questing. I'm gonna go back to my normal layout. Resizable Classic. Oh, that's better. Now we're home. The big boss room flopped so hard. Was Savix pretty good at it? I wasn't really watching them. Someone said I looked like Shobek. I'm assuming that was an insult. Playing LMS. Bang, down, down, down. So yeah, that's a little bit of history. Let me see. Searching for my purpose in life. And it must be to play RuneScape. Apparently. If the league is working for reviews, why did I leave it? Funny story. I was working with my friends. We were working. He told everyone at work I got a YouTube channel. Now, at this time, it would have been, what, 2016? I'm a 20-year-old kid. I'm fat. I have no self-confidence. Less than I have now. Yeah, I'll use these keys. And I'm getting roasted by these high school kids about my YouTube channel. And I was just like, 92,000 coins. Nice. So, I don't know. Real life happened. Real life happened. I spent less time on videos. I stopped playing League because I didn't really like playing League at that time. I kind of... Season 5 and 6, as you kind of saw, my games fell off more and more. I didn't really like the direction that League went. I probably just became washed. Like, that's probably the reality of it. But at the same time, I started working. Fast forward a little bit, it's like, man, I need something to do. I need a hobby. I just need something, because, man, life is life. Life is life. Life is tough. Need something to put my time and energy to stop getting burnt out of jobs consistently. Boom, boom, boom. Next job, next job, next job. It's like I need something to pour my creative energy into. And somehow I came up with that Mario Kart. Whatever that was. Well, it's I don't know. I don't really. A lot of stuff I do does not make sense. RuneScape streamers starting to pop off. Back in what? August, September, October, November. Popping off. I have an idea. What if I just quit RuneScape for an entire month? Because I saw someone play World of Warcraft ultra hardcore, and I'm like, that looks fun. So I'm gonna take an entire month and not touch RuneScape. Turns out that was not a good idea. But it was fun. I had some fun. Made some friends along the way. That's what we're looking for. Right? Ashes of Creation. But, yeah, I don't know. I think because I had so much success early on with, like, my league montages, I think I was ahead of the curve a little bit. I thought it would be kind of easy to get back to that. Turns out that a lot of luck was involved. I don't know what happened. But it dom. Oops. I don't know. That's my life story. Any questions? I have kids. I like the Bengals. Viewbot? Yeah, I did Viewbot about I Viewbot 30 viewers. What can I say? You gotta start somewhere, right? That's all I can afford. No, I posted them to Reddit. Reddit, I blew up. EKP. Hello. Wait, that all being said, we got TBC coming out in 3 days. Let's go. 3 days till TBC. So it'd be nice to get to the black mask on this. You were looking hard during WoW Ultra Hardcore. I don't know. Nick, you didn't play WoW, did you? So for you, it's probably pretty confusing. Like what's going on? This guy's playing a game mode where he can't even see his character. What's going on here? What time is it? 10:30? Dude, do we just run barrows? I don't want to do this tonight. Just play WoW. This music's giving you cravings for drinking? I can't help you there, man. WoW, you something to give me? Alright, let's play some WoW. Oh, you're a WoW vet? Okay, nice. Appreciate you, Unique. Back to World of Warcraft. Gotcha! Ta-da! What am I going on, the Shaman? What song is it? Sorry, I don't know. I think I had it on local, so whatever that, Oh no, that was Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace song. Ding, da, ding, ding. We will crab. That's a good call. We will crab. Man, I should have boosted the mage. The druid is pretty fun, but at the same time, I don't know. That being said, I might just run Boomkin. Because I want to go Boomkin and Feral Tank, because Boomkin, I get Spellfire. To get Spellfire, I need to make Spell Strike. I need Spell Strike pants on my Shaman. So that's nice. Kind of a double whammy, if you will. Oh, that's right, you do have WoW videos. You have the Warlock questline, don't you? Or sorry, the Green Fire quest. So yeah, as far as the WoW scene goes, I think we just go with, like, this maybe? Is this fine? Kind of blocks the guild chat. Ding dong ding dong. The chat there. Green fire, yeah. Okay, melee gear, amulet strength, dragon defender, climbing boots, arrows, gloves. The ring doesn't really matter. Pants don't matter. Dragon scimitar, I think, technically on. Oops, leaked the name. Bam, fighter torso. Fighter torso, climbing boots. We got zombie axe. I'm not sure if zombie axe or dragon scimitar is better on the crab. Dragon battle axe. Throw the rest of this stuff back. Super strength potions. DC was better, faster attack speed. Is it low defense? Okay, swap this. Boom, 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 boom. Fighter torso. Pants and back. I have nothing, I think. Need my Ati's necklace. Ooh, actually, I do also need coins and the Tears of Guthix. That's a little better than mine. I got this. That's a little upgrade. Bang, bang. Okay, we get some runes. Oh, let's see, law runes. What's it? Earth, wind, fire. Games necklace. Magic teleport to Varrock. Boing, boing. No more staves. Yes. Boom, boom, bing, 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 boom, boom, boom. Without doing a house or SSTUP reveal. Like my personal setup? My house reveal? I could. I got a tiny little house. The setup is a work in progress. Right now I'm in a game room. My kid's game room. I have like a giant desk. We got two PCs side by side. It's fine setup. But I'm building a gym studio, PC studio basement. And give me a little bit. Give me like a few months. And then I'll have your PC set up for you. Then it'll be cooking. Then it'll be cooking. It's kind of ready to move in, like basically. Like it's like bare bones. The walls aren't primed, the walls aren't painted, the walls aren't finished being mudded. But yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. But it's not gonna look pretty. So that's why I need a few months to kind of clean it up. Here's a Guthix. I do a quest. I don't think we're doing a quest today, Subaru. Sorry, Juno. Come to Gamma before TBC launch? You're coming tomorrow? There's no way you're coming up to Gamma. You got TBC launch in 3 days, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right, 3 days? What's the date? The 2nd? 3 days. Wham, wham, wham. Fix classic layout centers your character. Yeah, I know. I'll set that layout for when we're not playing the game. I don't know. I don't love it when I'm playing it because I think this looks a lot nicer with the spaces on my main monitor. Like this. I like this layout a lot. Chat right there. I think it just looks nice and clean. Oh, and it's small for sure. Because it is very odd that your character's way down here. On 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah, I play full screen. Like full screen, full screen. 137. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Sailing 49! Nice! Oh, is there any reason to level sailing? Not really, right? Am I just gonna be crabbing during TBC? That seems to be like the safest AFK thing. Obviously. Go to Castori. Dude, that teleport is so nice. Oh my god. You see your 1/3 OSRS, 2/3 browser split on Windows. Oh, so you're on like a tiny little window? Like this? The 1/3? Then 2/3 something else? I mean, we could just say something janky like this. Play WoW on 4x3. Go windowed. Would it be 16x12? No, 16x9? No, that's widescreen. At 1024. That's not right. Windowed. Not actually windowed. Can't make it small. $4K? It's the same. Well, I shrink that back down. That's basically what you do. Fix classic layout. Go back to this. Go boom. Boom. Settings, display. Fix classic. There we go. That's kind of clean, man. I like that. I like the look of that. You're missing out on all my like stats and stuff or whatever, but that doesn't really matter. I'm just grabbing. This might be the WoW split up. The WoW layout. But, boys. Welcome to World of Warcraft. Now, we have 3 days until TBC comes out. So what does this mean? My quest log. 24 to 25 quests. They need to all be completed. Let me actually move the chat down here. That's the spot. That's the spot. We need... Look at this. Complete. This one's not. That's gonna get abandoned. Well, wait. Stand outside the tunnel entrance. 5.7 gold. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14? That one's not done. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 quests complete. I need 25 quests complete. So when TBC launches, all these quests that are complete, right now they're worth this money. The 5 gold, 90 silver. As soon as our experience gets unlocked, these will be worth experience. So I'll probably get 3/4 of a level, maybe half a level. I'll get a good chunk of my level into 61, and then I'll be ahead of the curve. Because no one else is doing this, right? Right? Just me? Oh, my God. So yeah, we got a couple quests to do. Pre-quests, if you will. Like this one. Kill Death Clasp. Little fun fact for you. This Death Clasp quest. That quest I've done. I thought there was another one down here I needed. This Death Clasp quest was an achievement for the unofficial hardcore. If you kill this guy before 60, yeah, like a pseudo achievement. Oh, down. Sorry, we're on slash now. We're on slash now. Slash now. Boom, bing, down, down, down.
Greetings.
Snare and battle gear. There is like a super sweaty add-on called... I don't even have it downloaded anymore, I don't think. There's an add-on called like TBC Prep that gives you like this insane list of quests you can do and items you can pick up and all this stuff. I'm like, eh. We'll kind of like, we'll half try hard it, you know? Look at this guy, sure. There's a couple more quests on here I wanted to grab. I don't remember what it was. And encrypted twilight texts. I think I have these in my bank. Encrypted twilight text. I have a few quests like this where I have the items on me, but I don't have the quest accepted. So it saves me a quest spot. See? Take a speed run to 70. I was debating doing a 24-hour stream, but I don't think it's a great idea because I will have worked, you know, the previous like 12 hours before launch, and realistically I'll probably make it to, I don't know, I'll probably make it to like 7 a.m. then I'd be just cooked. Okay, so I don't grab that.
How may I aid you?
Destroy an Abyssal Templar.
Ancestors watch over you.
Sure, man. I just need a couple more quests.
I've been
Kill 10 Twilight Geolords.
Ancestors
Quest log is full! I think this quest is done. Defense of Frostwolf, I think I go to... Up there we go, right here. Capture mine, the graveyards of Alterac. Defense of Frostwolf. Now it's only worth 5 gold, so that's kind of a good indication of how much experience it is. This one's technically worth more. But
we shall meet again.
Whatever. Whatever. Death Glass, but I do want though. This is a big quest. See that 11,000 quests XP? This guy also wants 10 texts. Wait a minute. 10 encrypted Twilight texts. 10 encrypted Twilight texts. Wasn't there a quest that you guys told me to do? Someone told me to do? Man, I only have my normal mount too. Oh, that's sad. 361. Getting there. I think I need what, 500 gold? Is Nil on? PvP quests. I'll probably skip that actually. Brand Bronzebeard's letter to Brand Bronzebeard, Southern Silthus. A quest near the Dark Portal. Through the Dark Portal. What is this? Oh, this is in the Dark Portal. Into the Breach. Oh, Mission Gateway, Murketh, and the Abyssal Shelf. Gives Tavern Protector. Oh, well, guild rules. Do everyone the portal? Oh, we could, but we're so close, man. We're so close to launch. Who do I think is going to be the guild first 70? In this guild? Miro, do you know how fast you actually level? I'd imagine that you have in your mind kind of a calculation. Takes X amount of time. If you can level in 3 days... probably won't be me. No, Sunday I'm busy. Dude, Super Bowl Sunday! They really released TBC WOW 2 days before the Super Bowl? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, Blizzard? That's the worst thing since Ashes of Creation getting canceled. Last TBC Classic and Mage Soul Farm. Yeah, I remember that. I'm glad that's dead. I'll say it. I am glad that solo dungeoning is dead. I think it's lame. It makes the class too strong. My boy's Death Clasp. Legendary encounter. Kind of. I do have sticky glue. Don't have sticky glue. Where's my sticky glue? Did I sell my sticky glue? Oh, I sold my sticky glue. Maybe I used it. True. But anyways, this is a fairly difficult mob. He does do a poison, that's a long stun. Or a poison cleansing totem. Rock stone skin totem. And Yep. I know what it looks like. What air totem do I run? What air totems do I have? Where are my totems? All right, here. Nature resist, I guess. Death Clasp. Here we go. Now this is probably not going to be any challenge, but we'll see. Go boom. Boom! Look at the damage. Oops. Slow him. Fight him back. Big cast. Poison cleanse. See, that's the stun. Look at that. Oh my god. Where's my stun? I'm dead. Kite. Easy work, boys. Easy work. Kill me. I have no mana. And easy as that. Easy as that, huh? Oh no. I got cocky. Oh. Quest complete. Let's get him. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, I also have to grab this and bring it down. I could turn that in, but I think it's a PvP quest. Probably not going to do that. So who do you think the guild first 70 is going to be? Maybe Smokeopotamus. Maybe Copamies, honestly. It would not surprise me if Copamies is the first 70. He kind of cooks. I don't know if I'll get 70 the first weekend. Boom, boom, crabbing. Is it still worth it just max strength the crab? Find and deliver Silithus. The Silithus extractor. I've never done any of these quests. Silithus from Silithus Geyser. It's gonna be you? Are you playing in our guild? That'd be sick. We got one mage, Miro. I think we only have one mage right now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be raiding Wednesday and Thursday. We're having a guild meeting on Wednesday. Guild meeting on Wednesday. Can't do Wednesday. Oh, Thursday. How's Thursday work? Damn. Yeah, I think technically we only have Guild TBC and me. Okay. Yeah, maybe sick if you played with us. Mirror, by the way, level 1 mage. Put it on a craft single. But yeah, mages, we only have 160 mage right now. Content's really more mechanics based than content itself. What do you mean? Also, why you type keck after every message? Yeah, right now we have one. I think we have 2 mages. I think we have our good old buddy Piss Stick. I think he's playing on his mage. I want to say we have 2. I don't know. No one keeps the Discord update, so I don't know. I don't know. There's honestly a decent chance that I'm gonna have to heal once we get to 25 mans, which is fine. I'm good with whatever. I'd like to play Ellie. Oh, that flagged me. No, 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 I don't want this. I'm flagged. I'm flagged. Don't kill me. Yeah, dude, look how dead the world is. This is why MMOs are a social game. Right now, there's no one questing in Silithus, so it's just like /who Silithus. 50 people. Maybe there's just too many faces. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But regardless, it's never fun in MMO to look around and see nothing. Summon a Templar using a full Twilight set. Oh, shit. I need a TP. That makes sense. Should I farm another set, or should I go grab mine from the bank? Is there a bank anywhere close to me? I could go grab this thing and bring it back. I don't know what it even is. Till this quest turn in. I'm out. Oh, it limits your speed. T. Oh, good thing the server's dead. Or this phase is dead, or whatever. What do you want to call it? So yeah, I mean, that being said, my shaman is basically done. Alright, we've basically been prepped on this guy for, over a week at this point. Profession's maxed out. Honor, I could farm some honor, but it's kind of like, eh. Rogues are worse warriors. No, rogues are OP in TBC. In PvP. In PvP, rogues are the hero class. They can 1v1 anyone. In Classic, yeah, that's true. That's why Classic endgame kind of sucks. TBC endgame just refines everything. Warriors and top TBS, they're trolling. In Classic, yeah. In Classic, yeah. TBC, no. That's not the case. Brand's Lost Letter. I'm not sure if this is an item you pick up off the ground or what this is. Maybe it drops off these guys. Yeah, it probably drops. I don't know if I want to farm it. Wow, now. Bringing this back here. I've never really quested in Zilthus. Wait, bring it to... Deliver it? Right here?
Strengthen hollow.
Where do I deliver this? This guy?
Well met. What?
This guy?
Loktar. Some.
Is there no one to turn this into? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, let's use it. Then speak with General Krivia. The extractor right here. Nice, 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 nice. This is probably worth us turning in. Yeah. A little bit of money. Damn, I should really do a couple more quests on here. Boom. Potion. Potion. eSIM. Place. Oh, I should also a little fishing on this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna have time.
Can I assist you?
What tomorrow brings? Adventure Caverns time. Eh.
Hello. Farewell. Can I assist you? Goodbye. Dear Natris.
Talk to so and so. No, no, not them. Cenarian battle.
Hail. Farewell. Goodbye.
Let's do that too. Alright, boys, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. I think that's gonna do it for me. Cover a little bit of Ashes creation, a little bit of farming and RuneScape, nothing too crazy. But GG's, boys, GG's. We are 3 days away from TBC. Oh my god, oh my god. Tomorrow I will probably level tailoring on my druid. Might be just profession day, running around. Find something AFK in RuneScape. Maybe just crab. I might just be crabbing for the next week or so. I don't know, man. I don't know. Feeling the age? Nah, man, my stomach hurts. And I do have to work in, what, 7 hours? 7 hours or so. But, you know, we're trying to chill a little bit. Not take it too hard before launch. Because I know I'm not getting much sleep this weekend. But, GG's, boys, GG's. Appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, we'll continue with our journey. We've mastered all the video games on this side of the Mississippi. Immersion ruined. Back in RuneScape. But GG's, boys, keep sipping. Boys, get hyped. 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Peace. Grave diamonds! How's it going, brother? Dude, are you getting boosted? Or did you boost? Do you have any last second questions I can help with before I call it? Oh, the bed bugs bite? I won't. You're boosted, you're gonna grind? Alright. I think the best thing to do is to run dungeons. But if not, check out Winter Spring. Kinda far away. Good questing place. Or ask around. I mean, people are on. Ask the Discord. You got lots of nerds that know a lot. A lot more than me, but wow. But good luck, brother. Good luck. See you on the other side of the dark portal. Or tomorrow. Peace.